Okay, so that evening, Krishna and Arjuna are coming back from the war, from the Samshaptaka side. When they are coming back, Arjuna sees that there is absolutely no happiness in anybody's face. Everybody is not even raising their head and looking at Arjuna. Arjuna keeps asking Krishna Paramatma, what happened today? Did anything wrong happen? Was Dronacharya able to capture Dharmaraja alive? Is that why this entire Pandava army is so sad today? But Krishna Paramatma doesn't answer any of the questions of Arjuna. He's quiet, he's silent. And once they go into the tent of Dharmaraja, he sees all the four Pandavas sitting there, and they were extremely sad. And Dharmaraja by then was down, and Dharmaraja was finding it very difficult to convey the message of Abhimanyu's death to Arjuna. So finally they have to deliver the news, right? So they tell Arjuna that Abhimanyu is no more, Abhimanyu is killed. Then Arjuna asks for the detailed account of what all happened, who killed him, how they killed him, etc. on and so forth. And after listening to everything, only thing that he can think of is this guy, Jayadratha, is the only one responsible for the death of my son. Because he did not let all the four of them enter, right? I am going to kill Jayadratha by end of day tomorrow. By the time sun sets, before sunset happens, I'm going to kill Jayadratha in the war. Unless Jayadratha flees the battlefield, or unless Jayadratha comes and asks for excuse to Dharmaraja or to myself or Krishna Paramatma, hold on. Under these circumstances, I might leave him, but otherwise, I am going to kill Jayadratha by before the sunset tomorrow. If I fail to kill Jayadratha, I am going to enter the pyre of fire along with my Gandiva, and I will kill myself. That is what Arjuna swears. Yes.
I understand why he's blaming.
Ask from the beginning.
I understand why he's blaming Jayadratha, but isn't it technically Krishna's or I forgot his name. Dronacharya's fault, because Dronacharya
No,
planted the idea.
everybody will be punished eventually. Everybody will be punished for their behaviors, for their for the way they killed Abhimanyu. But this starts with Jayadratha. So Arjuna is very mad at Jayadratha because they excused Jayadratha on that day when he behaved inappropriately with Draupadi, right? They excused him, and he was let go, and he is coming back with this kind of with this kind of behavior, right? That is why he is mad at Jayadratha. He's not mad is a very mad is a very less intense word. He is extremely angry at Jayadratha. And this word reaches the camps of Duryodhana, camps of Kauravas, because they have spies all over, right? And Jayadratha comes crying to Duryodhana, and he says that, you know what, I'm not going to enter the battlefield tomorrow because this guy is going to kill me. Duryodhana is very happy now because this is a very good opportunity for them to kill Arjuna. Not kill Arjuna, they don't have to do anything, right? If they hide or if they can protect Jayadratha for one day in the battlefield, Arjuna is going to kill himself. Nobody needs to do anything. Nobody needs to move a muscle in order to kill Arjuna, right? So, so Duryodhana is very happy. So the next day, they plan the formation in such a way that Jayadratha is kept in a very safe position, safe location, away from the entire army. So coming to the next day, what they do is, so Dronacharya does multiple formations on that day. One is Padmavyuham, one is Suchi Vyuham, and in the center of Suchi Vyuham, they place Saindhava. And around Saindhava, they have Duryodhana, Selya, Krupacharya, Aswardhama, Bhurisrava, and Vrishasena. and 14,000 elephants are kept as protection wall, and about 60,000 chariots are surrounding Saindhava, 100,000 horses are around him, and almost 1,000,000 of the foot soldiers are protecting this guy. Who are they protecting? Jayadratha. And Satyaki is supporting and protecting Dharmaraja, because they should never forget that Dronacharya has taken an oath to protect Dharmaraja, right? So they should always protect Dharmaraja. Satyaki is taking the ownership of giving coverage to Dharmaraja. That day, the only responsibility of the entire Kaurava army is to make sure that Arjuna and Krishna are not able to go anywhere closer to Jayadratha. Before even they start the war, the day before this war is very, very important in the entire sequence of events that are going to happen. So what happens before the war? The day before. So he takes this kind of oath saying that I will enter the fire and I will take my life, right? Arjuna says that. And everybody goes back to their tents, because everybody needs to rest and get prepared for the next day war. And Krishna and Arjuna are sitting next to each other. And then Krishna says, Arjuna, I was right next to you. Why did you not even tell me one word before taking this kind of a dangerous oath? Do you think you did the right thing by doing this? I understand your pain. I understand how much you love Abhimanyu. I understand everything. But what I do not understand is you taking this kind of a oath and not considering how dangerous it is. Then you know what Arjuna says? Anybody can guess what Arjuna says? Any guesses? No? What Arjuna says is, why should I worry about it? You are there to help me execute it. You are there to execute my oath. It's getting very late. Go and sleep. I will also sleep. Tomorrow morning we will meet and we will take care of rest of the war. He says that. And Krishna Paramatma is taken aback with this kind of an answer. He did not expect this kind of an answer, right? So he's surprised. He's like, బాగుంది, సరిపోయింది, నువ్వు ఇష్టం వచ్చిన వాగ్దానాలు నువ్వు చేసేయి, ఆ తర్వాత నేను కష్టపడతాను.
Well, how is he not expecting this answer? He's Vishnu. He should know everything that's going to happen.
What?
Why is he surprised with this answer? He's Vishnu. He knows everything that's actually going to happen. Why would he be surprised?
He is probably not surprised, but he is acting.
Oh.
He is asking Arjuna. Arjuna might say that, you know what, I'm going to kill everybody. Nobody knows how powerful I am. So the kind of answers. So Krishna is just checking on Arjuna what his thoughts are before making this kind of a dangerous this thing. So now it is the responsibility of Krishna, right, to make sure that his oath doesn't go waste. Okay. Then the entire night, Arjuna is able to sleep, but Krishna is not able to sleep, because Krishna knows, after knowing that Arjuna has taken this kind of oath, Dronacharya will be extremely careful and he will be planning this war in a very careful manner. He knows all of that, so he is not able to sleep. So what he does, Krishna, what he does, he calls upon his charioteer. He has his own charioteer, right? His name is Darakudu. He calls Daraka and he starts discussing with Daraka. See this guy, he is sleeping happily and he has taken this kind of an oath, and now it is on me to deliver the result. But what can I do? I have to deliver the result. Then he says, you do one thing. You get my horses ready. His name of his horses are Saibya, Sugriva, Meghapushpa and Valahaka. Get all my horses ready and feed them very well, give them enough water, and they should be ready to go into the war tomorrow. And get my flag post also ready. His flag post contains Garuda. And then get my chakram, get my gada, and get my sarangam. Sarangam is his bow. Why is he asking for all of that? Because Krishna said that he won't take a weapon. Why is he taking all of that?
He might give them to Arjuna.
No.
People might fear him, so they might do it.
You have to talk.
So people might fear him and not go to buy him, so Arjuna has a clear way.
No. Akshay, you had something? No. So he's indicating that in order to protect dharma, he is also ready to break his own oath. If he doesn't want, he cannot lose Arjuna. So if need arises, Krishna himself wants to enter the war with a weapon and make the way of Arjuna clear so that Arjuna can reach Jayadratha before sunset. So if someone has their trust on the God, and if they trust God from the bottom of their heart, without any questions, without raising any questions on the God, God himself comes down to protect the particular devotee. That is the lesson of this entire thing. Why should Krishna bring upon bad name on himself, right? Because history would remember him as someone who has broken the oath. Being the God, he has broken his own oath. That is what people like all of us will say, right? But he is even ready to take that kind of a blame in order to protect dharma and in order to protect people who trusted him, who believed him. That is the bottom line of this entire episode. So that night, Arjuna sleeps. But then every night before going to bed, Arjuna has the habit of offering prayers to Lord Shiva. So he would keep all of his weapons in front of him and he would pray to the weapons as well as to Lord Shiva. He would pray to Lord Shiva also. So that night he doesn't do any of that, but he just straight up goes to bed. Then Sri Krishna Paramatma wakes him up and tells him, why are you not doing this? Why are you breaking this your routine? Then he says, this has been a very tiring day to me. I lost Abhimanyu. So many things are happening. So I just forgot. And then he comes back, and then instead of Shiva, he makes Krishna sit there, and whatever offerings he usually gives to Shiva, he puts a garland, he offers chandanam, he offers all of those things, whatever you do during the puja, right? All of those offerings, instead of offering to Shiva, he offers to Krishna himself that day. And he gets done with puja, he gets done with his routine, and then he goes back to bed. And then Krishna Paramatma lets Arjuna sleep, and after Arjuna sleeps, he makes Arjuna dream about something. And in his dream, in the dream of Arjuna, Sri Krishna takes Arjuna through the sky, and he takes him to Kailasa Parvata. And in the Kailasa Parvata, both Sri Krishna Paramatma and Arjuna, they meet with Parvati Devi and Shiva. And they have a conversation there. They talk about how the war has been going on and the oath and everything. And after that, they ask for Shiva's permission to use Pashupatha the next day. And Shiva, with a lot of kind-heartedness, he tells Arjuna and Krishna to go to a certain spot and pick up the weapon from there. When they go there, they see two snakes intertwined there. And as they go and touch them, that changes into Pashupatha, the arrow and the bow. And they take that particular weapon from there and they return back to the place, to the tent wherever they were sleeping. Arjuna thinks that this entire thing is a dream. But this is not actually a dream. Krishna transposes his soul to Shiva to get the blessings of Shiva, because the next day is going to be extremely important for the Dharma Samstapana. Because if there is no Arjuna, there is no war. There is no question of Dharma Samstapana. So Krishna himself takes the entire thing upon him and makes sure that he is getting the blessings of Krishna, of Shiva. So when they go to meet with Shiva and Parvati, Arjuna can see all of those offerings, the garlands, the chandanam, the kumkuma, whatever he offered to Krishna during that prayer, right? All of those things appear around Shiva's neck. The garland is around the Shiva's neck. The chandana, whatever he offered, is on the body, is smeared on the body of Shiva. So whatever offerings that he is giving to Krishna are going to Shiva. It is indicative that Vishnu and Shiva are probably the same. They are not two different entities. This energy is the same. That is probably what it means, because lot of times there is a conflict between Shiva devotees and Vishnu devotees. They keep arguing that one is greater than the other. So probably it is to indicate that both of them are the same. So this happens